Good evening, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of whatever the hell this is. It's a map from Door Kickers 2. And if you guys are new to this channel, there's a lot of crap going on. We still haven't figured out our niche. But until further notice, we are playing this game called Door Kickers. Um, Number of reasons for that. One is it's a really cool game. Recommend you playing it if you haven't already. Um, More importantly, Door Kickers 2, which is the one we're playing right now. But Door Kickers 1 is definitely a close second. This one, though, is a lot better in detail. So you can zoom in, you can zoom out like the other one. You can do the same thing, but this one has a little bit more of a 3D approach to things, and the characters just seem a little bit more real. In this situation, however, I've been presented with a challenge. Not directly, but me being the type of person I am, I chose not to back down from one that was just, for lack of a better word, offered to everybody who's on the Reddit for door kickers. And this one was issued by one almighty myself. Mm. I don't think he has any affiliation to God, but well, there's that. And of course, I told the man that I was going to go ahead and give it my all. So here's to you, Mr. Almighty myself. Now, let's go to the Steam where you can see more or less what's going on there. There's a little bit of intel. I'm not going to get too much into detail on what it says, but in a nutshell, it tells you things like there's a drone that crashed, hence the crash here, right here. There's a few suicide vests running around in this area, so any one of them can clack him off. He did give me a little bit of peace of mind in telling me that there is no uh, civilians out here. So it's all military age males running around doing crazy wild shit and God knows what else. And as I zoom in, I'm able to see what else. There's an execution that took place. As you can see, there's a few heads that rolled. Security QRF, he is not the executioner. However, that does not mean there's nothing going on here that won't be wanting to execute people willy-nilly. But since Intel has already told me that there isn't, I'm going to go and assume that there isn't. However, once we see something, if we do, we will have to mine our P's and Q's a little bit. Till further notice, let's go look at the loadout. We're going to bring some explosives and some flashbangs as well as some smoke. We're using the Mark 18 with the red dot and the sauce ball. Just in case we need to go in the hush, we're going to bring in the M9 suppress. Not a big fan of the M9, but currently it's the only one that is suppressed in the DK market. DK2 market to be more precise. Because we're not going to require going into full sprint everywhere, and this map is somewhat small. I'm going to get these guys severely or extensively outfitted with some heavy high speed, high vis, protect all sides of you vests. Alright, so we're going to get the sides as well as the front and the back, some smoke and frags, a lot of flash, and we're going to copy and paste this for the most part except for this added accessory. So one's going to carry extra sets of flashbangs, one's going to carry a wall breach, two of them actually are, and slap charges should we need to defeat any doors. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go back to the map and see what we're up against. So the reason why we're going to do door breaches is because we may have to ingress through here, and actually that's my plan. I'm going to go through here. The reason being is because we have a machine gun nest out here for sure. There's at least cover, some form of cover, and well, as soon as we make that turn, we're going to take some hits for sure. Hopefully the smoke blinds anything that's coming over here. However, upon entry, we are going to be lobbing some rounds and some high explosives out that way, there for sure, and to top it off with a little bit of smoke to conceal our movement around here and here. Once that's taken care of, we're going to go through here and we're going to use this truck as coverage to hold off on anything that's going on right here, just to just provide security in this area. Since we are a little bit leery of suicide vests running around, we're gonna stay here. I wanted to defeat as much as I can of that enemy from the outside before we commit entirely out into here. That being said, if we are going to make entry, we're going to do it where they least expect it, through here. And because I have a mind to believe that there's a few executioners here, we're going to blast them assholes straight into the 72 versions that they want to go get. Whatever. Anyway, I don't judge. But, you know, when you start trying to rip people's heads off and put them on YouTube or some shit, I take it personal. Whatever, man. Sue me. So, hold security here, establish a battle position in this area, and slowly start finagling our ways through here, should we require it. Now from here, we're going to establish the foothold, and if we can get the angles right, we're going to be lobbing some HE in here and here and anywhere where we can, and try to really thin out the herd from the outside in, all right? Then we'll commit. And at that point, we're going to be trying to do a little bit of a limited penetration as best as we can. I kind of want to go limited, you know, so LP here, LP there, LP there. But because we have suicide vests running around, these guys tend to run. So this may be one of the one-offs, right, where I want to stay in a hall as far away from a door as possible. So if we're going to attack it here, I would like to be here. If we're going to attack this, I want to be over here. And if we're going to attack this one, I have no idea what I'm going to do there or here. So we're going to play it by ear. But yeah, that's kind of the whole spiel on this. I think it should be really quick. And again, the name of the game is to get everybody home safe. There's no use crying over spilt intel, right? If there's a hostage in here somewhere, then that changes the parameters a little bit, but only a little bit, all right? Not to the point where I want to sacrifice my people, but that is not the case.
I'm on it.
Initially, one called to be here, but I'm going to put him here. We're going to follow the whole train and do this whole thing right. I don't want to leave this guy exposed with his backside to whatever this is, right? So, all right, that's all I got for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it. There's not going to be no dramatic replay on this one, only because I don't have my son with me today, and also I wanted to leave it to you guys to vote if you guys still like the whole model. So stand by, and we will see each other and talk about it after I'm done.
They're here!
So there you have it, Sleeper Cell. Very nice, punchy little map where anything can happen. That's what I like about this map. That yes, it is essentially just a kill, no capture mission, and all the same, you can still get erased from the map if you make the corner and you didn't have enough time to react to the vest that is just charging towards your units. So what I did there is, if you notice, I spread my units. I put them in groups of two. That way, if one of them gets blown up, I still can somehow try to achieve the goal. Again, the goal for me is always bring every unit home. And that's regardless of conditions, whether it's we got to rescue a hostage or we have to just do the Lord's work on a building, like in this case. That's what I like about this map, that it's so simple, it's so easy in what you're supposed to do, and yet the results can be very catastrophic or well in your favor. I recommend this map, but then again, every map I play and that I post up here, I recommend. So just understand that I only play and show maps that I like. You guys enjoy what I'm doing here? Feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. If you don't like it, definitely comment though. I want to be able to tailor this thing to fit the niche that everyone else is feeling right now, right? The preferences, and the only way that I'm going to be able to shape that is by understanding how you guys feel about what's being put out before you. So I love the feedback, good, bad, or indifferent. Keep it coming, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.